So if I consider this problem, they are asking is to identify what is the tension in the cord. So as well as they are asking you to identify what is the reaction at point B. So for the first step is we have to draw a free body diagram for this. Let us think about this particular circular cylinder. So where are the forces will be acting? So if I consider from C to A, it is connected by means of a rope. So you have a tension along this direction. If I look at point B, so it is having a contact with an inclined plane. So you have a reaction perpendicular to it. So if you know that this angle is 20 degree with respect to horizontal, that is with respect to x-axis. So this angle will be 20 degree with respect to vertical, which is with respect to y-axis. And other than this, you have a weight which is acting towards downward, and you have a force P which is shown here, which is 1000 Newton. So this will be the forces which will be acting on this particular circle. So let us draw a free body diagram for this. So if I draw a free body diagram, so this circle will have a weight which is acting towards downward direction. So the weight is 5000 Newton, and you have a force which is acting horizontally. The force is 1000 Newton, which is P. Then you also have a cord which is inclined like this. I don't know what is the value of this, so I will call it as TCA. And the next step is you have a reaction support here, which is RB, which is acting like this, is an angle of 20 degree. It is horizontally 20 degree, that is x-axis is 20 degree. So here it is in y-axis it is 20 degree because it is perpendicular to it. Now we have some complexity in identifying this angle of this TAC. So because it is mentioned 30 degree with respect to the inclination. So let us identify what will be the angle which is with respect to this horizontal x-axis. So to do that, so let me draw an horizontal line here. If I draw an horizontal line, you know that the angles, if this is 20 degree, so this will be 20 degree because adjacent sides are equal. So this angle is 20 degree. So the remaining angle what we have 30 minus 20, which is 10 degree. So 10 degree with respect to horizontal is the angle of TCA. It is not 30 degree. The reason is 30 degree is with respect to the inclination. So this angle will be 10 degree with respect to horizontal or with respect to x-axis. So this is my free body diagram. So let us concentrate on drawing our force diagram now. So with respect to this axis, so if I put a plus sign here, so you can able to see this 1000 is acting towards it is horizontal. Similarly, 5000 is acting towards downward direction. TCA goes on third quadrant at an angle of 10 degree with respect to x-axis. This is TCA and this is 10 degree with respect to x-axis. And if I put a plus here, so your RB is going to first quadrant 20 degree with respect to y-axis. So this RB is 20 degree with respect to y-axis. So these are my forces. The next step is, so we are going to identify what is our unknown forces RB and TCA. To solve this, we consider that it is in equilibrium condition. Summation Fx is equal to 0 and summation Fy is equal to 0. So first let us identify summation Fx. So to solve this, let us consider each force one by one. I'm going to consider this as first force. Just for our reference, I am writing it here. So this is my first force, this is my second force. We will go for one by one. First force, it is horizontal, 1000. So let us consider this direction as a positive direction. So 1000 positive. RB, second force. Second force, I have to bring it to x-axis. When I bring it to x-axis, your angle is increasing. So when you increase, you can consider as a sine. So RB sine 20. So it is also positive. So plus RB sine 20 degree. Next, let us go to the third one. Bring it to x-axis. So it is in opposite direction, so negative. So minus TCA, your angle is decreasing now. So minus TCA cos 10 degree. So 5000, it is vertical. So it is in y axis. So we can't consider that. So this is equal to 0. If I write it as an equation, we will write it as RB sin 20 minus TCA cos 10 is equal to minus 1000. Now let us go for summation Fy is equal to 0. So this is equating to 0. Okay. So when you go for y, I will consider upward as positive. Again, we will go one by one. 1000 Newton, it is in x-axis, so we should not consider, leave it. RB, bring it to y, your angle is decreasing, positive y-axis. So RB cos 20 degree. TCA, bring it to y, negative y-axis, so minus TCA. So since angle is increasing here, sin 10, then 5000 towards downward direction, so minus 5000. So this is equal to 0, which I can write it as RB cos 20 minus TCA sin 10 is equal to 5000. So this is my equation number 2. Now the next step is we are going to solve these two equations and we are going to identify what is our unknown RB and TCA. Now in your calculator, let us substitute the values. So change your mode to equation. I am pressing mode, equation 5. So this is having two unknowns. So the first one, let me click 1. So A is sin 20. So go for sin 20 plus equal to. B is minus cos 10. So minus cos 10 plus equal to. C is minus 1000. So minus 1000 plus equal to. Next, RB for the second equation, RB it is cos 20. So cos 20 equal to, so minus sin 10. So minus sin 10 is equal to, the last one is 5000. So type 5000 and equal to. So the first equation X indicates your RB, which is 5886 Newton. And the second one Y indicates your, so RB is equal to 5886.3 Newton and TCA is equal to 3059.7 Newton. So this is my final answer.